Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is BB, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to another video. As you can see, I have changed my name on here. I have revamped my channel and all of my social networks. I felt like it was just time for something new. I feel like I had grown out of what my previous name was on here, and just because I have a lot more interests and passions, I want to share those with you all. And I felt like I needed kind of like not a clean slate, but just something new, like a refresher. And I'm really happy about where I ended up with the BB Edit. I have relaunched my blog. I didn't have a blog for like the past 2 years, and that's initially how I started, with a blog and then a YouTube channel. I do have a journalism degree, so I like to write, and I really miss that. So I'm still going to be making YouTube videos, but I will generally have a corresponding blog post that goes a little bit more in depth of what the video was about. So you'll be able to find the links to my blog posts in the description bar of each video, if I do have one for the videos. And I'll also be sharing some more of my passions over on the blog. And if you don't follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I would recommend that as well if you do like my content here, because I do make a lot of short form content that is similar to what my long form content is here on YouTube. And I'll also be sharing like home things, life things, and more style as well, not just beauty, because I do have other interests other than just beauty. But yeah, happy new year. I hope everyone had a great 2022, and thank you for sticking along with me. And if you're new, joining in for the new year here with me, today's video is going to be most notable beauty products of 2022. I do have on all of the products that I'm going to be talking about today, and I'll be telling y'all why they were my favorite products and why I continue to reach for them throughout the year of 2022. Go ahead and get started. First thing I want to mention is lip balm. My favorites in 2022 were the Summer Fridays lip butter balms in the shades Brown Sugar and Vanilla Beige, and I actually need some right now. So I'm going to put a little bit of Vanilla Beige on, and you're going to see just how moisturized it makes my lips. It smells so good, and I feel like the balm in these does last a long time on the lips. Not only does it moisturize your lips, but it also gives them a really nice shine. So I love these, and they smell delicious. And Brown Sugar is a little bit of a slightly deeper brown. It's still very sheer on the lips, but I do like how this one looks as well. And these always stay in my purse, and they last such a long time. And all the rest of my notable products of 2022 are in this travel makeup case. I recently purchased this off of Amazon, and my friend Chessie has one really similar to this. I think hers is a little bit bigger, and she's the one who kind of introduced me to this style of travel makeup case. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up so we can get started. And if you're interested in this case, I can leave the link down below for y'all. But I love what it looks like on the inside, because you can organize your things really nicely. And on this side, you actually have a place for brushes, so you can put your brushes in there. And then you also have a zip pocket for like if you travel with lashes and lash glue and stuff like that. I feel like that would be a good spot for this right here. And also like pimple patch stickers, that would also be a nice spot for that. Let's go ahead and get into my favorite complexion products for 2022, and you will see a theme here. Everything is pretty lightweight, light to medium coverage. I feel like 2022 was the year that I kind of ditched full coverage completely. I don't think I wore full coverage the whole year, maybe once, I'm not even sure. I don't know, I don't really like full coverage on me anymore, and I used to love it, but now I'm finding that it doesn't quite look right. I don't know if because my skin is changing as I'm, aging gracefully. I don't know what it is, I just don't like it anymore. So let's go ahead and get into these. I would say that my favorite complexion product for the year has to be the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter in the shade 6.5. I love this product so much. I feel like it just makes your skin look healthy. I can wear it on its own as a skin tint for like a very glowy skin tint, or I can wear it under another skin tint to kind of just start with a little bit of color correction, because this color actually does have a little bit of coverage to it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on and show y'all how I use it. I do like to put a little bit under my eyes because I feel like it brightens up the under eyes. So I start there, and then I'll also go across the cheek area here, a little bit around the mouth. And I go ahead and start kind of covering up blemishes with this product because, like I said, I do feel like it does give you some coverage. And it's really just one of my all-time favorite products. I felt like this product was hyped up for a long time before I tried it. And when I finally tried it, I was like, oh, that's why this product is so hyped up. And I've actually had this one since 2021. And it's still going strong for me. So you see what I mean by it kind of just starts to give you a little bit of coverage, and it just looks so beautiful and glowy, and it just wakes up the skin. And especially right now in the fall and winter, I tend to look dull, and I feel like this kind of just brings brightness back into my skin. And if it's too glowy for you on its own, you can tone it down with spot concealing in certain areas where you'd want just a bit more coverage. But I do enjoy how glowy it is. And sometimes I wear it like this and just put a little bit of concealer under my eyes. So I guess we could call this my favorite priming slash complexion product, since it's not necessarily considered a skin tint, but I do kind of use it as a skin tint. I know a lot of people use it kind of as a priming product, not necessarily to prolong wear, but to just put under your base because it brightens up the skin. So that's what that looks like by itself. Like I said, gorgeous. I love it. I feel like it really just gives my skin a really nice healthy glow. Most notable actual complexion skin tint products are the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Tint, and this is in the shade Medium Deep, and the Nude Sticks Tinted Cover in the shade 7.5. This is my current shade in this product, and when I have more of a tan, I do use shade 8. So today, just for the sake of what's already up on my channel, I'm going to go ahead in with the Nude Sticks, since I do have a review up on this product and another video using this product. So I can link those two here for you, and I can also put them down in the description bar if you do want to see this product in action. But yeah, it's really just the epitome of lightweight, fresh looking skin. I love this product. I feel like it is top tier when it comes to skin tints for me. I really do want Chanel to come out with some more shades, because if they do, this will be the best skin tint in my opinion, because it just looks so nice on the skin, and it's so sheer, and when you put it on, it really doesn't even look like you have anything on, but in a way it still gives you a bit of coverage, and it's just like a really nice evening out of your skin tone. But when it comes to this is up there for me too, because this gives you a little bit more coverage, but it's very fluidy, and you'll see what I mean. I'm going to go ahead and try it on. This is the shade 7.5. If you want your skin to look like skin, but still be put together and have a little tiny bit of makeup on, these are the products for you. And if you like that makeup aesthetic, then you're in the right place, because that's definitely what I go for. So that is one full pump on my face, and you'll see how it kind of just melts into the skin as if you have nothing on. Nude Sticks needs more shades in this product too. Most notable concealers are going to be the Milk Makeup Flex Concealer in the shade Cinnamon, and the KVD Good Apple Concealer in the shade Tan 169. These were my most used concealers in 2022, and I will go ahead and tell you why. Starting with the Milk Concealer, this is probably my all-time favorite concealer ever. I love the consistency of this. It's not runny, and I feel like it gives you a really nice medium coverage, and is perfect if you wear sheer skin tints like me, but you want a little bit more coverage under your eyes or like around your mouth where you may have some discoloration. And it's also going to give you a natural finish. It's not dewy and it's not matte, and I'll go ahead and show you. This one is about empty, but I do think that I have enough left for the video. So I'm going to go ahead and conceal here, and because my eyes are a little bit more hollow right here, I focus my concealer right here in the corners of my eyes. And I feel like concealer placement is going to be different for everyone. You just gotta have to find what placement works best for your face and you know, eye shape. If you want more coverage, I recommend going in with a brush. This is the Rare Beauty concealer brush, and I'm just gonna tap that in. And I love this shade too because it is just a tad bit warmer than my skin tone, so it kind of also acts as a little bit of a corrector for me if I'm feeling lazy and don't want to color correct, which I don't normally do. If I'm going for a more refined makeup look, then I will color correct. But on an everyday basis, or just putting on makeup to, I don't know, go out for dinner or just do something, go out shopping for the day, I won't do color corrector. So this is what that concealer looks like blended out. It just gives me the most beautiful coverage and finish. I love it so much. And now I'm going to put a little bit of it around my mouth, just where I do get a little bit of discoloration right here. It gives you coverage without looking cakey, and I think that's my favorite part about this concealer. Milk really did the thing with this one. I can just put a little bit up here for any blemishes. Then I'll take my foundation brush and kind of just melt all that together. KVD concealer, the reason why I really like this one is because it's a little bit of a lighter shade, and it's the one that I use when I want just a little bit of added brightness right here under the eyes. And when I tell y'all that this one does not crease, it does not crease. This is an amazing concealer, and I really think it's really, really good. And I don't feel like it's talked about enough, to be honest, for how good it is. So I'm going to go ahead and just blend that out with this brush here. I don't want that concealer to give me too much coverage because it is more of like a full coverage, but I just want to kind of melt it in quickly just to kind of brighten up the under eye. And it just wakes up the eyes beautifully. You don't need a lot of it either. Most notable setting powder of the year has got to be the Saie Air Set in medium and translucent medium. For me, this is a beautiful setting powder. It doesn't really crease on me, and it just sets my under eyes and like around my mouth so nicely. And there is like a little bit of a sheen to it, but I can never really pick it up on my skin. I can kind of see it if I put it on my finger and then rub it on the back of my hand. I can see the little sheeny particles, but when I put it on, I can't see it. But I do think it is one of the reasons why I like it so much, because it just gives me a really beautiful kind of reflective, in a way, setting, but not powdery looking, not cakey looking, no creasing for me really, and it just looks really good. This one does take down dewiness a bit, but it doesn't overdo it. It doesn't make you look dry. It just takes down just enough. And maybe that's what the sheeny particles are in there for, just to kind of keep your skin looking fresh and dewy, but set. And this stuff is so good. Like, this is probably one of the best setting powders I've used. Most notable bronzers of 2022. I have one powder duo and I have two creams. I guess one is more like a gel and one is like a cream. This is the Cover FX bronzer duo in Suntan Bronze. This is my favorite powder bronzer ever. And I also have here the Mob Beauty Clay Cream Bronzer in M78. Such a beautiful kind of rosy tone bronzer for me. And my favorite gel bronzer is the Glossier Solar Paint and Heat. This is a really beautiful product, and I grabbed all three of these all year long. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you the attributes of the three and why I like them. For the Cover FX Suntan Bronze, you get two sides. You get more of a sheeny bronzer, and you do get a matte bronzer as well. And for these, I just tap into both, and I just tap off any excess, and I just apply right here to my cheekbone, and as you can see, it gives me the most beautiful natural looking powder bronze. And I really like this bronzer because it's quick and easy, and when I don't really feel like blending out a cream or blending out a gel, I'll go in with this one because I know the outcome and I know how beautiful it's gonna leave my skin, and it's super quick and easy. That's it. Beautiful bronzer. I'm going to try to use both of these on the right side of my face, starting with the Mob. So with this Mob, I really reached for this one a lot in the summer because it is more of a matte bronzer since it does have clay in it. This is what the Mob bronzer looks like when I just tap my finger into it. It is kind of more of a rosy tone bronze. And I just place it right here on my cheekbone. And I'm going to go in with my foundation brush and just show y'all how beautifully and easily that blends out. Since it does have clay in it, it has more of a cream to powder finish, and I feel like that's why I reached for it so much in the summertime, because it just gives really long wear, and I just love this tone on me. I really like the Glossier one for the summertime too because it does have more of a sheen to it, and I can show you right here on the back of my hand. It does have more of that kind of reflectiveness, but I use this one more so when I was not wearing that much makeup in the summertime, and I feel like it looks really good like that, but it also looks good with a little bit more makeup on as well. It just depends on what I'm going for that day, but generally I like to switch my products in and out, and I liked all three of these bronzers equally this year, and I just wanted to show you what they all looked like on, so I did put all of them on for y'all. The Tower 28 Beach Please in Power Hour. This is my absolute favorite blush ever, I think, and it's just the most perfect terracotta rosy nude on my skin tone, and it is an everyday blush shade for me. It's absolutely perfect in every way. You wouldn't think that a cream blush like this would have longevity on the skin, but when I tell y'all, this stuff lasts so long on my skin, and it just looks so beautiful, and it gives me a really nice healthy looking glow to my skin, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I like to apply this one with my Persona Cosmetics dual-ended brush. And I do think they just came out with some new brushes, but this is their original dual-ended like face brush. So I just tap into the product and just keep tapping on until I get the desired look that I'm going for. And I just love blush, and I can just keep putting on blush and putting it on and putting it on until it's like, okay, BB, that's enough blush. But do y'all see what I mean? How beautiful this blush is. This blush is perfect. I feel like it just makes my cheeks pop. And if you don't want to wear highlighter or just want to skip highlighter or don't wear highlighter at all, you don't have to, because you do get a really nice sheen from this product. I do want to note the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch blushes as an honorable mention for notable blushes of 2022, because I found that these are very user-friendly to be liquid. You don't need a lot of product, and they're highly pigmented, and they just look so beautiful and healthy and glowy on the skin. And you're gonna probably keep hearing those words from me because that's what I go for. I want my skin to look healthy, glowy, and not dry, not cakey, and not matte. I do like natural finish, so I could do natural finish and dewy. So yeah, natural and dewy are what I generally go for. But yeah, I love these two blushes. I got these in the holiday set. And I have the shade Truth right here, the shade Happy, and I can't remember what the big one is, but it's over here behind me. And I have a little tiny sample in Believe, and this was the very first one that I tried. I got a sample from Sephora. So yeah, I got pulled in with the sample, but I do really think that the hype is real with these blushes, and they're really nice as well. I'm ready to go ahead and get into brows, and I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Brow Lift. I'm not noting this as a notable product for 2022 just because it's not my favorite. I feel like it leaves like a greasy film on my brows, but it is the only wax that I kind of have right now that I wanted to use. So I'm going to go ahead and raise up my brows. And then I'm going to get to the notable brow product. I do like how it makes my brows look, but I don't love how I kind of have to use my finger and then this to make sure I don't get too much product on the brows. But maybe it's user error. Maybe I just need to keep trying it again because I do like how it looks more right now. Of course I would in the middle of the video. But anyways, the brow product that I did want to note as one of my favorite products of 2022 is the Milani Weekend Brow. I love this little brow pen because it's the perfect color for my brows. This is in the shade Espresso, and it just gives you little brow hairs. Very similar to the Glossier Brow Flick. That was the first one I tried, you know, like this, and I do like that product as well, but this one is more affordable. You can get it at Ulta. That's where I generally get mine. I'm not sure if drugstores carry this, but I know like Walgreens and CVS and stuff have Milani, but I've never looked to see if they have this exact product in store. Most notable eye product of 2022 for me is the Danessa Myricks Color Fix in the shade Celebration. I got this later in the year, but it quickly took over any other eye products I was using throughout the year as my favorites. And I'm going to go in with my Katie Jane Hughes Spectrum Brush in 11 to spread it out over the eyes. But at first, I'm just going to put it on with my finger. My friend Chessie, who is also a beauty YouTuber, and in my last video here, we did a same products on 2 different skin tones video, introduced me to this in that video, and I think that was in October. And since then, it has easily become my favorite eyeshadow. I just love how it looks on me. The base of it is brown, pretty close to my skin tone, and I think that's why it looks so natural on me. But you do get a little bit of a sheen, and it's not quite gold, not quite silver. It's kind of like in the middle of those two, the sheen that I get from it. And on the edges, I can kind of just buff it out like that, and it looks a little bit kind of like almost smoky in the slightest way. It gives me a little bit of dimension right here. And it's just the easiest one and done shadow for me. I think it looks beautiful. It's very low effort. Y'all saw me just put that on and blend that out in like 20 seconds, and I have an eye look on, and I just find it so easy to use. So thanks Danessa Myricks for this amazing eyeshadow product in the shade Celebration. The Westman Atelier Lit Up highlighting sticks were my go-tos for highlight this year. They're so cute and small, and they give you the most beautiful, sophisticated highlight ever. And when it comes to highlighters, Westman Atelier does not miss. She just doesn't miss. I have her Super Loaded that they gifted me, I think back in 2020. I still have it, and it's one of my most coveted beauty products because it's one of the most beautiful highlights that has ever touched my face. Probably it was the most beautiful until these, but now I think all 3 of them are even. I don't know, they're just all so good. Travel friendly because they're so tiny. So I'm going to go ahead and put Nectar on this side, and I'm going to put Brulee on this side. So I just rub my finger on the product. I don't generally go in with these type of highlighter products on my face because I don't want them to pick up my makeup. So I'm going to just tap that on, and you're going to see how ethereal and lit up, literally, my cheekbone becomes. And once they're on your skin, they're on your skin. They're not moving. They're not budging. You will be lit for the remainder of the day until day or night until you take your makeup off. So there's Nectar. It's just so beautiful and like juicy on my cheek. I love it. So Brulee is more of a like rosy brown. And actually, let me swatch these for y'all. So here is Brulee. This is more of like a true kind of rosy brown. And Nectar is more of kind of like a pinky champagne-y. Here's Nectar. And here's Brulee. Brulee almost blends right in with my skin tone. Put Nectar on my nose and a little bit of Brulee. If I ever feel like I put on a little bit too much highlight, I'll just take my foundation brush and kind of just go around it to kind of tone it down just a tad. Most notable mascara of the year is the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. This was a new launch this year, and I feel like it kind of just took over social media. It is a really, really beautiful mascara that gives you length and separation, and you also get a little bit of wispiness in there too. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this, and I'll be right back. I did want to show y'all the difference between the lash with mascara on and without. This mascara really just kind of opens up your eyes because it lifts the lashes. It grabs almost all of them and it curls them up. And I think it has to do with the shape of the brush as well. Demo really quickly of how I use it. So I use this side that's curved in first. Or I think this is the only side I use. Yeah, it's the only side I use. And I just go in. And I let it grab all of my eyelashes. Now, when it comes to lip products, I had a lot of favorite lip products in 2022. I felt like it was a lip year for me. And I have a few that I want to share with y'all. And I can kind of go by colors. So I'm going to start with pinks, or like brownie pinks. So I have two lip glosses that I want to mention. The first one is the Victoria Beckham Beauty Posh Gloss in Poolside. This is a really pretty brown pink gloss. And the Merit, what is this called? I think it's called their Shade Slick in the shade Taupe. Go ahead and try them on for you. And I'm going to go on with my favorite lip liners. These are from Victoria Beckham Beauty. I have 3 shades that I'm going to mention today. This is the mauvey pink one that I like to wear when I'm wearing more brownie or mauve lip colors. The Posh glosses are very, very thick and glossy, and they're gonna give you a little bit more coverage in terms of color than the Merit ones. They are more pigmented, and they are perfect. Look at that. Look at that juicy lip. Y'all can't tell me that's not the perfect brownie mauve glossy lip you've ever seen. And Victoria knows what she's doing with her lip products. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a similar look, but this is not as glossy, and it doesn't like blur your lip lines as much as the Victoria Beckham Beauty one does. And I think that is actually one of the claims on that product. But this one's kind of like the same, but a little bit more toned down. And I actually usually wear this one without the lip liner as an everyday lip gloss, even when I'm not wearing makeup, because it just looks really natural. But it looks pretty with this lip liner as well. For the brown lip glosses, these are both from the same 2 brands, Merit and Victoria Beckham Beauty. The Merit one is in the shade Falcon, and the Victoria Beckham Beauty one is in the shade Top Down. And I generally wear these without lip liner, so I'm just going to show y'all what these look like. Top Down is a beautiful, rich brown lip gloss, and it looks really good, like on a night out. It's kind of like that nighttime lip gloss for me. Really pretty, glossy, juicy, lip line blurring luxe lip gloss. That's what I'm getting from this, and I love it. Merit one in the shade Falcon. It's similar color, but it's not as rich or pigmented, just like for the brownie pink ones. Still very beautiful and very pretty. These brown ones actually look really good with the makeup that I did today because that eyeshadow has like a brown base to it, so it looks really pretty. And then I have 3 lipsticks that I want to mention. My favorite of the year by far is the Fenty Beauty lipstick in Major Magnet. It is the most perfect nude lipstick. Y'all are about to see. Witness greatness. Riri. Boo. You know what you're doing with the lip products as well. And I like to wear this one either by itself or with one of my Victoria Beckham Beauty lip liners in the 2 brown ones that I have. I have the shades 05. I'll swatch it right here for you. This is 05. And then I also have 06. So 05 is a little bit more neutral. 06 is a little deeper and warmer. So I think I'm going to go in with 05. Gorgeous. Beautiful nude look. Alright, last 2 lipsticks are from MAC. One is a matte and one is a luster glass. I'm going to go ahead and start with the luster glass. This is the MAC luster glass in Can't Dull My Shine. It's a really pretty brown, warm brown. Honestly, it's perfect. It's more of like a lip balm lip gloss hybrid. Gorgeous color. I love this one too. Well, I love all of these. That's why they're in the video. So, and for the matte one, it is Max Whirl. And I do like to put on a lip liner with this one. This is that mauvey pink. And that's what it looks like. This is 04 from Victoria Beckham, 05 and 06. These lip liners glide, as y'all can see, on the lips. They don't really tug and pull. They're really nice and creamy, and they last so long. So let me put on Whirl from MAC. It's a beautiful muted pink brown color. Honestly, I could wear any of these lips with this look. And lastly, for notable beauty products of 2022, I want to end it with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And I just spray this. I actually just changed my lip to the Victoria Beckham Beauty lip gloss in Top Down. I felt like I needed something a little richer for this look. So yeah, that's the lip of the day. That concludes my notable beauty products of 2022. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I had so much fun talking about products that I love and the products that I reached for the entire year of 2022. I know what the outcome is going to be every time I use these products, and that's why I reached for them the entire year. And they always left me with a look that I loved and I felt like myself in, and I will continue using them in 2023. And you guys let me know if any of these products are some of your favorites as well, and what your favorites were for the year of 2022. Please don't forget to check out my corresponding blog post with this video. I will be talking about the products a little bit more in depth, and you can find that on my website at thebedit.com. And I'll leave all that information in the description bar. I'll catch y'all next time, and thanks for coming back. If you're new, I hope you ended up subscribing by the end of the video, and I'll catch y'all on my next one. Have a great week.